I'm very happy to be talking today with Stacey Ross Cohen, author of Brand Up. It's good to see you, Stacey.
It's so great to see you, Liz. So excited to speak to you about, of course, my very favorite topic.
Yeah. And we're talking about cracking the code to college admission success, right? And so you're the author of Brand Up, which just came out, this gorgeous book,
Thank
as well
you.
as the book Winning the College Admissions Game, which is basically like a mini book of the Brand Up. It has the what we call brandamentals, right? What you call the
Yes, yes,
brandamentals.
yes, yes.
And
Which are the takeaways at the end of each chapter of the book.
yes, so I'd love to hear from you where the idea of this book came, because it seems like it's merging branding as well as college admissions. Like, how did this come to be, this idea?
And very good question because as you know, I run a PR marketing firm. I'm a marketer all my life, and when my daughter, who is now in her 20s, when she was a junior in high school, and in a very competitive school district where many of the kids, it was not uncommon to have 4.2 GPAs. And as you and I both know, an incredibly high anxiety time. And I had an epiphany. It's like, wow, you really need to market yourself and you need to stand out. Because at the end of the day, it's like to get to the top of a college admission officer's pile, you need to be able to answer the question, why choose me? And so fast forward a little bit, I became a contributor to Huffington Post, and I wrote an article on the importance of building a personal brand. And I was curious. I was like, are there any schools that are teaching about marketing yourself, digital leadership? I found one school in Florida, and not only did they teach it, but they made it mandatory for ninth graders. So wrote the article, and the Jason Schaefer, who's a co-author of the book, who created that curriculum, contacted me, and we became fast friends. On a trip to Florida, he asked, would you sit in my classroom? And I did, and I was blown away. Came back to New York, wrote another article for HuffPost. It went viral. And I knew that I had something. And
Mm,
that's when the book journey began.
mm, yeah. What is the importance for branding for teens?
So it's interesting because I first want to preface it and say that a lot of people don't like the word personal branding. It kind of goes with the connotation like it's narcissistic, but understand personal branding is not about me, me, me. It is what is your value to others. Again, why do you stand out? What is your gift to the world? And so for teens, it's really important. We're in a very competitive, cluttered, connected world. And also, if you think about it, admission rates are declining.
Mm,
And the other thing is that 75% of admission officers are looking at social media. They are looking at social media. So it's really important to have a solid digital footprint, a strong online presence. And this is a muscle. You've got to build it early. This is something that is going to carry you through life, because then you graduate, you go to college, your next step is looking for your dream job, right? And so then you have 85% of recruiters, they're checking out your social media. And I always say to kids that this is not a luxury. This is a requirement, because Google is the new resume, and people are searching, and college admission officers have denied kids based on social media. And I don't know, are you familiar with the Harvard 10?
yes. Yep. Yep.
Yes, and that's a perfect example where 10 brilliant kids got accepted into Harvard. misbehaving on social media. All of them got their admissions revoked. And it just shows you that really smart kids are not always smart on social media.
And I think what I like about your approach is that there's a lot of people talking about what kids can't do on social media. Don't do this, and come at it from kind of a fear-based place, which makes sense because you don't want people, kids putting up things, anybody putting up things that are gonna, reflect poorly on them. But you're really framing it from a place of here's how you really showcase yourself from a positive place of what they can do and highlight rather than all the things that they can't do, which I think appeals to most humans a little bit better than the no, no, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And look, it's there's still a lot of guidance counselors in high school that, just like take it slow with social media. But I'm like, no, show your best self. And if you're an artist, you should be showcasing your portfolio on Instagram or Pinterest.
Mhm.
But I also do say at the same time, pause before you post,
Mm.
and it's just the rules of the game have changed so much. And and even, if you're going to visit a college, make sure that you're posting, and if it, especially if it's a school that you want to go to, make sure that you're showing yourself as you're touring the school, because colleges are looking at this. It's demonstrated interest. And when my kids went to school, it was like, you must go on the college tour, right? And but now it's like there's a lot of big data and algorithms that they're looking at. Are these kids really interested? If we accept them, that they will attend this school, are they coming to our website? First of all, are they registered on the website? How often are they coming? How long are they staying? So
Mm.
there's a lot of big data out there that colleges are looking at. So again, you need to be proactive. If a kid wants to go to an engineering program, let's just say in Vanderbilt, they should be following, liking, linking in with the chairperson of the engineering department. And another thing is, every kid, I tell parents, when your kid gets their driver's license at age 16, that's when they need a LinkedIn. So every kid needs to be on LinkedIn by the age of 16.
Mm. Yeah, great advice and very practical, specific things that kids can do. I love
Yes.
that you laid that out. So it's not like, here, use this thing. It's here's exactly the person that you should be connecting with at the school. Here is the platform you should be
Exactly,
using.
exactly.
Very
And,
helpful.
and to that point, the book is not just about personal branding. It's like, it's also essential skills. So I have a chapter in the book about networking.
Mm.
I used to tell my kids, and they didn't listen to me, but now they do, that, that they're in their 20s. Like, in this, you're very smart girls, but it's not always what you know in this life, it's who you know. So starting
Mm.
to also build that networking muscle. And I also have interviewing content in there, and even thank you letter templates. So there's a lot of tools for kids.
Yeah, it's a fantastic resource. I see it being very helpful for kids themselves, for parents, for school systems, career counselors that are working, college counselors that are working with children. There's a lot of different people that could utilize this book and have it be helpful for them. I love
Yeah.
that you had this vision and you pulled this together and have connected with other Jason Schaefer and Alan Katzman. They're your co-authors on this, and it's such a cool concept. So we'll be going more in depth because there's a
Oh
lot to
yeah.
talk
Oh
about.
yes, yes, we will.
Yeah, so next week, next Thursday, we are having a Crack the Code to College Admissions webinar where we'll go in depth into all of this. It will be Thursday, May 18th from noon to 1 Eastern time. And there's a way to register for that. So under this, I'll put the information so that people can sign up so they can come and join and ask questions and be part of that. And anything else you want to say to our listeners today, Stacey?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that this book is for every teen. It's not just necessarily the teens that want to go to Ivy League schools. I really want to level the playing field. So this book is also for teens that may want to go into a trade like carpentry or hairdressing, or there are kids, and especially during COVID, that created little side hustles, little businesses that that maybe want to take a couple of gap years off from from school. But the essence of the book is that what tools and hacks can you use to really stand out and show why someone should choose you for whatever goals you have in your
Mm. Yeah, because I can see all the things in here being applied to anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur in their life,
Well,
right? If they're
there's actually a
business,
chapter on entrepreneurship.
yeah.
And
See?
Jason, he was teaching the personal branding curriculum to ninth graders.
Mm.
And this will surprise you. He is now teaching entrepreneurship to middle school.
Oh, that's
I,
awesome. I love that.
you know what, he's very innovative. And I'm so privileged and blessed to have him as a contributor to the book, as also Alan Katzman. But entrepreneurship is not just for those that want to go into business. It's also developing those entrepreneurial skills is also like a fabulous character to have when you're even in a big corporation.
Mm. Thank you so much, Stacey. It was great to talk with you. I'm
Thank
very much
you,
looking forward
Liz.
to talking with you again next
Same,
week.
same. I know that there'll be a lot of value for the listeners and really looking forward to it.
Thank you.